semester, a first semester for returning students, and a new semester for fresh intakes. This is how things go in this class. This is the familiarization phase where we have our classes on YouTube. We get to introduce students to the course, and we have a private class where things are being handled properly, which is more of, okay. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry about that. So, which is more of we do the one-on-one interaction on Telegram, but we have to first introduce the course to the students on YouTube, and private class is where the main thing happens. So for those of us that are new to the stream, or for those of us who would love to join the private class, just do all to reach out to me on www.tutorial.com. Then you can use the WhatsApp button on the top right hand corner and send me a direct message. So with this being said, let's go straight into today's class. So we have HED. Okay, so we are taking the course, I beg your pardon, we're taking the course EDU233, EDU233. So please, if you are new to the stream, do all to smash the like button. If you're yet to subscribe to the channel, do all to subscribe to the channel. Use the comment section to say hello, hi, good evening, I'm watching from here. And if you have any question as the class commences, do well to use the comment section to ask your questions, draw my attention to things you might want to discuss or ask. Yeah, and that's what it is basically. And at the end of this class, you are expected to send a screenshot of your notes. Now the call from someone. Sorry about that. So you're expected to send a screenshot of your notes with your phone. All right. You can take a picture of your notes, which you're taking while the class is on. Send it to the group, and this is one way we get to monitor your progress. So with this being said, let's all fit into it. So according to the thumbnail, we have the teacher and the child. All right, the teacher and the child. Okay. Now, in today's class, we will be very particular about specifying. All right, students will learn. Students will get equipped and knowledgeable about the responsibility. Don't forget that this course is basically for students in the Department of Education. That's why you see EDU. All right, it's one of the core courses for students in the Department of Education. So now, students in this department will get to understand as we will be introducing the course EDU233 to them, get to understand under the source of the teacher and the child. The teacher and the child. Now, so we get to understand the responsibility of the teacher in education. All right, that is child centered. Now, we'll be specifying the importance of education, which is characterized by child, all right, centered, meaning that education, all right, as a teacher, for you to comprehend, for you to observe, for you to see to the fact that a child is learning, a child under your jurisdiction, a child in your class, a child under, all right, your supervision, for you to know that this child is learning, all right, for you to know that indeed this child has improved, all right, there is need for you to what practice what we call the teaching method that is child centered, all right, not group centered. Now get to know more of that. Also, we will be dissecting the fact that the roles, all right, your role as a professional teacher, all right, your role as a professional teacher. Now, when we speak of the word professional, all right, nothing big, all right, nothing unusual about it, all right. What makes you professional is your ethics, all right. Anybody can teach, all right. But what makes you a master of this profession is your ethics, your qualities. We'll get to know about that. And also, we'll be exposing to students in the course of this class, all right, factors responsible for poor image, all right, poor teacher's image, poor teacher's image. Now, these are the points we'll be discussing in today's class. Now, let's get straight to it. Now, when we talk about, all right, education, all right, we need to bear in mind that the responsibility of teachers when it comes to educating, all right, cannot be overemphasized. And basically, when we talk about education, we're not talking about the Western education that children goes to school to learn. All right, we're not talking about education within the four walls or within the circumference of a. All right, we are talking about in all aspects of life. All right, in all areas, whether at school, whether at the field, at the gym, at the shop, at the market, anything that involves learning, all right, anything that involves learning that involves learning, all right, education, whatever it is that involves learning, all right, whether it is formal, whether it is informal, all right, that is not relevant. But anything that involves learning, okay, I, a child doesn't know this, and a child, with the aid and the assistance of someone, which could be the teacher, all right, I'm trying to eliminate the word teacher now, which could be the uncle, the auntie, the mother, the father, peer group, anything that involves a child learning something which he or she doesn't know, that process is called education. Now, the element, all right, the subject, no, let me not use the subject, the element, the object, or whatever structure that aids this process, all right, in form of human, then we can refer to such a person as a teacher. So now, basically, you don't have to be officially employed as a teacher before you educate or before you teach. All right. In a situation whereby you get to educate, you get to help a child, all right, or help someone understand a phenomenon. In that process, you are teaching and you can be referred as a teacher. Now, let's look at what we have in the material. It says here, before the advent of Islamic and Western education in Nigeria, every adult member of the society served as a teacher. You can see what I was saying. All right. This time, this era, there was nothing like school. All right. There was nothing like religion. All right. People just lived in groups, in huts. All right. Manage their affairs. And you have generations being passed instructions of their forefathers. All right. Nobody is employing you officially to become a teacher or to teach anybody. All right. But according to what we have here, it says every adult before the advent of for the advent of what? Islamic and Western education. Every all right before the advent of Islamic and Western education, okay, in Nigeria, every adult member of the society served as a teacher. All right, every adult member of the society served as what? A teacher. Every adult, underline this. All right, it can come out as a question before the advent of Islam or Western education in Nigeria. Dash, all right, in a society serves as a teacher. So you have every adult member of society serves as a teacher, all right, and initiated the young ones to the culture, all right. So they teach the culture, the norms, okay, the ethics, the belief of the society. Sometimes you wonder how things that have happened millions, thousands of years, even before we graced the surface of this earth, we got to know of them. They were passed down, all right, from generation. How did that happen? They were actually passed down from generation to generations, and this will still continue even after we have left. All right, so we have that as that. Now it says here, if a father was a good blacksmith, okay, the son would automatically become one. Okay, nobody has to tell the father that, okay, officially you are the teacher of this child. Automatically, it sees as his responsibility to, if it's not a choice of the son to whether continue or not in that line. All right, but in as much as the father is a blacksmith, look at it here. It says, if a father was a good blacksmith, then what happens? Automatically, the son would automatically, let me just, son would, what? Automatically become, all right, one. Because over time, the son will see what his father is doing, spend time with the father, see what the father is doing, even without paying attention, one way or the other, in as much as he keeps seeing over time, automatically it will develop love and interest for that skill. So that was how it was before the advent of Western education and uh, Islamic in Nigeria. Okay, so now in Nigeria today, a teacher is a person. Now, speaking of the contemporary definition, so now before the advent of Islam and Western education in Nigeria, we have automatically all adults are teachers. Now, but speaking of contemporary definition of who a teacher is, all right, according to the material, it says in Nigeria today, a teacher is a person who has undergone approved professional training. All right. So we have the contemporary definition. All right. Contemporary definition of who a teacher is. So we have someone who has undergone, all right, a person A person who has undergone what we call series of undergone series of approved professional training. Okay, I found this on the web for approved professional training. Okay, sorry about that. That's my iPhone. That's one thing with Serial. All right, thank you, Serial. So we have a person who has undergone, and I said series here, so it sounds like serial. So I think that was why my iPhone responded. Series of approved professional, all right, series of approved professional, yeah, professional training in, all right, education, all right, at a college of education, faculty of education, in university or university of education, all right, whether college of education, all right, or all right, faculty of education in a university, faculty of education in a university, or university of education, either of these three, university of education, all right, either of these three, then we can refer to such a person as a professional teacher, all right. Gone are the days when we have grade 2 and grade 3 teacher college were in existence. All right, there was a time whereby we have grade 2 and grade 3. Now, speaking of grade 2 and grade 3, basically they are all professional, all right, bodies of training teachers. All right, grade 2 in the sense that this is a level, all right, of training whereby if you want to get to a better stage, all right, just like we have ND1, ND2 of today, all right, you go to ND, as if you go to the polytechnic, you obtain national diploma. All right, it doesn't mean you're a graduate yet. So that's what it's like. All right, but these days we have these are the major approved bodies now. Whether you go to education, or you've been to the faculty of education in university, or you've gone to university of education. All right, so these are the approved standard. All right, you see, students who usually switch. Probably they have BSc in business administration and they want to switch to the line of the education, all right, academics. They want to switch their line of profession to academics. Then you see them doing a PGD, all right, in a course, in an educational course for them to switch and do their masters, all right, anything relating to academics or education, all right. So gone are those days where we have grade 2 and grade 3 teacher colleges were in existence. Now we have professional bodies now. So we have, for the sake of you putting down something in your notes, just going to write this out. Gone are the days, all right, when grade 2 and grade 3, grade 2 and grade 3 teachers, all right, grade 2 and grade what? Grade 2 and grade 3 teachers colleges were in existence. All right, colleges. So we have that as that. I believe you all can see what I've written on the base of the board. Okay. So now let's erase this and take something more. So we have that as that. Okay. Now we have, let's proceed. Just a moment. Now we have, according to the material, it says here, as just like I said earlier, that gone are the days when grade two and grade three teachers college were in existence. All right. Now, as an innovative approach, we have open education, which is synonymous, all right, which is synonymous to distance education, correspondence education, and open university. All right. So uh, it has gone beyond the level of the regular grade two and grade three teachers. Now it has gone far, and innovation has taken over, whereby we now have the open education, the synonymous. All right, synonymous to distance education. All right, open education, distance education, interchangeably used, and we have the correspondence education. A very good example of that is what we do here in the National Open University of Nigeria and the likes of NIVA University. Now, the Teachers Registration Council handbook in 2002 has cited, according to Malogun, and Taiwo, they define teaching as a systematic process. All right. So we've identified who a teacher is. All right. We have been able to identify. We have been able to identify who a teacher is. So now, when we talk about teaching, all right, what if we talk about teaching? All right. So according to Teachers Registration Council handbook, that is a TRCH. All right, TRCH, TRCH in 2002, according to the Teachers Registration Council handbook in 2002, all right, cited in Malagun and Taiwo 2004, all right. So we have Malagun and Taiwo in 2004, all right. They refer to teaching, all right, as what? Systematic, a systematic process of transmitting of knowledge, all right. It was systematic, all right. They refer to teaching as what? A systematic process, process of doing what? Transmitting, all right. A systematic process of transmitting knowledge, not just anything, not just information, all right, not just content, but knowledge. Doesn't stop at that. Attitude and skill in what? In accordance with professional what? Principle. Process of transmitting knowledge, or underline that, attitude, all right, knowledge, attitudes, and skills. Okay, let's just put that properly. Knowledge, attitude, and skills. All right. In respect. All right. Guided. That's what I call ethics. All right. Not just any kind of skill. All right. Skills, knowledge can is very vague. All right. It can be vague. Could be skill, knowledge in engineering, in art, in communication, in mass communication, in health, in agriculture, in petroleum, oil and gas. All right. So this systematic process of transmitting knowledge, attitude, and skill, all right, it observes certain rules, meaning that this skill and knowledge and attitude is deliberate, structured, and arranged accordingly, all right, in line with a particular, all right, it could be profession, it could be your, all right, it could be, but at least is niched, is narrowed down, all right, to a specific, all right, professional principle. I don't know if you are together. Attitude and skills in accordance, all right, in accordance with, all right, professional principle. Are we on the same page? Okay. So teaching according to the Teachers Registration Council handbook in 2002 cited, all right, Malagun and Taiwo in 2004. And what are they saying? They said that when we talk about teaching, it is systematic. All right. When we say systematic, what are we talking about? All right. It is not static. Okay. It is flexible. It is deliberate. And it wants to, it is structured, all right, it is planned, it is deliberate about achieving a particular result, all right, so it is systematic, all right, it employs several means to achieve to get its result. So it's not static, it's objective, all right, systematic, it's a process, all right, it's a systematic process of transmitting. Now, this systematic process involves, all right, transmitting of knowledge, involve the transmitting of certain things. And these things are knowledge, attitude, and skills. It's knowledge, attitude, and skills observed. All right. They acknowledge that, okay, this knowledge, skill, and attitude is in line with a particular profession. The profession could be doctor, medical. Even under medical, we have pharmaceutical, orthopedics. All right, we have people we have biologists. All right, all these things. Okay, medical. That's one thing about medical. Even engineering, we have mechanical engineering. We have engineers that are into constructions. All right, construction of buildings, skyscrapers, and what have you. All right, we have civil engineers, and the list is endless. All right, so the skill and knowledge and attitude is deliberate. All right, is concentrated on a particular profession, and that's why you see that the results, all right, the result of this teaching, okay, makes such who has benefited from this systematic transmission of knowledge becomes a master to a certain level. That's why you see that somebody who just finished secondary school cannot be compared to somebody who just finished with school of that went to NC. And somebody who went to NC cannot be compared to somebody who went to Polytechnic. And just like that and that, somebody with BSc or HND cannot be compared with somebody with MSc, all right, masters, PhD, and the likes. All these persons, all these people, all these certificates undergo certain, all right, transmission of knowledge, attitude, and skill. All right, but even at that, there are levels to it. All right, so the level of transmitted knowledge, attitude, and skill of somebody who is in secondary school can't be compared to somebody who is in the university. All right, and that differentiates these individuals. I think we'll call it wrap here for today, and in our next class we will. I just need to just underline very quickly where we are calling it up for today, so that okay. So just before we call it a wrap, now the child, all right, like is like a young plant which needs. Now we understand the fact that this is teaching, and who is a teacher. Now speaking of the child, now the child is referred to as a young plant which needs what? Proper, all right, proper growth, nurturing, shaping, and pruning. All right. While the teacher is the gardener, is compared, all right, can be regarded as the gardener who understands the plants. Some require bending, some straightening, and others pruning. Now, a lot of keywords are in this definition, and I think we should call it right here today so we can expand on each of these keywords in order to understand, all right, the relationship between the teacher, teaching, and the child. All right. So I'm going to just put my landmark here so I can know where we are starting from next. So thank you very much, everyone. Um, so just before, okay, I think we're having class tomorrow, but just before then, just something to take home. Assignment. All right. Define. All right. The following term. We have the teacher. All right. Let me put it this way. We have teacher. All right. Teaching and child. And the child. Define the following terms and expand the relationship. Okay, let me use explain the relationship among them. All right. So you are expected to define the following terms and explain the relationship among these three terms. Thank you very much, everyone. Uh, let's do all to reach out to me on www.tutor.com if you want to join the private class. I look forward to seeing you all in the subsequent tutorial. Have a wonderful evening. Bye for now.